we have been hearing recently about Ayush, Ayush Bhavan, Bharat. Now, Ayush is something different. In the sense, as you know, it is Ayurveda, Yoga, Unani, Siddha, and homeopathy, which we have been practicing for a long time. But the problem has been there has been no scientific basis for it. So, if a patient gets massage, oil massage, etc., now get relief. But how do you get relief? There is no explanation. So, I think you need basic sciences research to find out how it happens, number one. And number two, as far as the present trend is concerned, Honorable Prime Minister wanted this Ayush Bharat, that is bringing medical care, clinical care to the common man. Each state has its own policies. Now, ESI, CGHS, etc. are there. Now, according to this Ayush Bharat, I think the charges will be 30% less. But at the same time, the government should look at the fact that how are these private hospitals trying to survive? How will they survive? We know what is happening with the capping of the stents or valves. The same way, we should get the best treatment, the best technology at the cheapest rate. That is possible only if you indigenize the technology. For that you need research. So the government has to give incentive for the people, for the private, in the private sector, for starting these research projects, and then as a result of that the technology improves, and as a result of that the cost come down, so we can have import substitution, say foreign exchange. So this is one thing as far as Ayush Bharat is concerned. Now, if 40%, I don't know, I think 50 million people are going to get 5 lakhs each. I mean, that is a big project. If it is successful, so many people get helped. As far as I am concerned, my field, I think it can be made cheap only by indigenization of technology. For that, government has to take necessary steps. So far, nobody comes forward to do it because there is no incentive from the government. Financial institutions, banks only strangulate you. If anybody gets into that, you become a NPA, willful defaulter, or because we are talking about service. I am not talking about commercialism. It could happen in commercial. As we have seen, so many people have taken so much of money and they have fled the country. So that is a different aspect. But this is totally different what I am talking about. Honest people should be allowed to live honestly, transparently, and because they are doing it with passion. Please see that the government supports them. Technology, say for example, an ordinary heart valve, mechanical valves, the only valve which has been made in India has been in what we call Chitra valves, Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute, Trivandrum. But that is a 45-year-old technology. The failure has been very high, even though it is cheap. Even the other costly prosthetic valves, that also the failure has been high. The ideal for this country, I feel, is bio-prosthetic valve, where you don't have to use any blood thinner. But The problem is the longevity of these valves are not very good, maybe 12 to 15 years. Then you need a replacement. That is why I said you need research. In fact, we are working on shark skin to be used instead of bovine pericardium, the pericardium of the buffalo, to create valves. Because we have come to the conclusion that shark skin can withstand a lot of pressure, will not get calcified, and this will be a best substitute. And if we are successful, we will be making the first bio-prosthetic valve using shark skin for the first time in the world. And it would cost us 20,000 rupees. Today, if you want to buy any of this bio-prosthetic valve, it will be minimum 1 to 1.25 lakhs. Take for example your artificial heart. An artificial heart which is made by Medtronic, and it is known as HeartMate 2, even though it has been just withdrawn. It costs 98.2 lakhs, but it is light. We have signed an MOU with Sputnik, that is Russian technology, but that is heavy, that is about 200 grams. We have requested Titan, because Titan makes the thinnest watch in the world, Edge. And they have seen it and they are quite confident they can miniaturize the artificial heart. If we succeed in that, we will be making the cheapest as well as the smallest mechanical artificial heart in the world. This government should realize, and the Tatas, they have got an innovation center. They will help, but it has to be a combined effort. For these are the things where the government can give incentive, help, rather than we go to the bank and then become NPA and defaulters.